point is, you know where it is right now? It's sitting in a garage gathering dust. The point is, when you get your toys, you got no time. The big point is, time is the ultimate asset. You can make money, you can lose money, you cannot make time. You can ask anybody in this room, how much longer before you're eligible for retirement? They know. How much gas is in your car? They know. How much time you got left in your life? Nobody even knows. I've been asking myself that question for a little while now. And I gotta tell you, that's hard. She was the love of my life for 20 years. And I now know the greatest honor of my life is I got the honor to be the primary caregiver for the last 4 years of her life in New Orleans. She's been growing up 11 years, 11 months, and 13 days. And when AALC called me to invite me to come over to be with you all today, it was hard for me to say yes, but I couldn't say no. This was our favorite place in the world to come. Getting on that train without her, coming to our favorite place, and know she wasn't going to be here. I can't tell you what that felt like. I can't talk too much about it. We'll say what it is. I know it's still legal, but I did it anyway. We have always created it. I bought some of her ashes with me. We have my own little private ceremony in her life. You know? And we talked about what do you do with these ashes. What you said to me, is I want you to sprinkle in every place you ever go in life. So, this is a deep, free love talk for me. Okay? So many of the last conversations that she and I were having, the first thing is, now that we can see how truly short life can be, what are you going to do with the rest of your life? I had to start taking some of my own advice. I talked about it, I read books about it, I said it here today. If you're doing something that you're not truly passionate about, you're compromising yourself every day. I had to finally start living some of my own advice. Polycast on July 1st, July 2nd, I walked away from Wall Street. I had done everything I was supposed to do in that business. I started at the bottom, I fought, scratched, crawled, and worked to the absolute top. There was nothing else for me to do in that business. I walked away. Nothing will ever put your life in perspective like watching someone that you love die, and there's nothing that you can do about it. All the stuff we've been dealing with out here the last few years with global financial crises, negotiable. Job market, negotiable. Stock market, negotiable. Housing market, negotiable. Watching someone that you love go blind in what should be the prime of their life. That's not negotiable. Watching someone that you love struggle to learn how to walk again. That's not negotiable. Struggle to learn how to eat with a fork again. That's not negotiable. And that will give you a whole different perspective of what a tough time looks like. All we know is blessed with the assets, reach, and resources to bring to the table the best minds in science and medicine. And you know what she get back to me this whole time? What about the people who can't do what we do? Where do they go? Well, I'm working on that. I brought all the team forces and all the teams here. I will say this to you. The greatest honor that you will ever have in your life is the day that someone that you love knows I'll be there. Don't know what that MRI is going to say. I'll be there. Don't know what that CT scan is going to say. I'll be there. Don't know what these doctors are going to say. I'll be there. That will be the greatest honor you'll ever have in your life. When someone that you love says to you, I am trusting you to be my voice because I can't speak for myself. To be my advocate because I cannot fight for myself. I'm trusting you. Not my mother, not my father, not my brother. I'm trusting you. That, folks, will be the greatest honor that you will ever receive in your life. Because when they say that, the other thing that they're saying is, I'm trusting you to know when it's time to let me go and let me die with dignity. I'm trusting you. Man, my greatest attribute, my greatest fault, something I've always known about myself, I am loyal. Have you been there for me? I'm going to be there for you. I would have been a good dog. Whew, man, the champ. What does he have to do with all of this? Everything. I will never forget 1995, I'm on the way to New York City. We're talking about living in courage. I'm on the way to New York City. I got a problem. I'm about to move one account that accounts for 40% of my revenue. I lose this account, I'm done. It's over. The very first person I run into at the airport is Muhammad Ali. All of a sudden, I'm 10 years old, all over again. I got all these questions, I'm all over. He calms me down, and I finally got a chance to ask him. I said, Champ, you ever been scared? He said, yeah. I'm scared now. I got a disease, there's no cure, but I'm still fighting. Man, that was all I needed to hear. I went to New York City, lit that thing up like the 4th of July, and never looked back. What was the champ do? Speaking of champions, we lost one recently. I will never forget the very first time I met Mr. Mandela in South Africa. He stepped out of the stand and he said to me, welcome home, son. For a guy who never knew his dad, to have the first man that you ever meet, hear those words, welcome home, son, come from Nelson Mandela, that's the beginning of your life changing. In a subsequent meeting here in this office, I was granted a 15-minute courtesy meeting. Who are you? What are you doing in South Africa? I said 2 words in that 15 minutes that turned 15 minutes into an hour of sitting on that couch talking to Mr. Mandela. The words were conscious capitalism, by which I meant I wanted to be in a business where I could create value for shareholders, but add value to the world. Conscious capitalism. The business I wanted to be in didn't even exist. I have to create it from scratch, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. One last thing I have to tell you about that photo. A young man had been trying to get in my office to see me for about 2 years. And I finally said, fine, son, come on in, sit down, let's talk. So I walked in my office, takes one look at that picture, says, oh man, that's Morgan Freeman. That was a short meeting. Whew, man. I have to show you that photo because that photo is just kind of like how I feel right now, man. Anybody see that big light bulb on top of my head? I just got a bright idea, right? That's how it feels right now. It feels like my mind is on fire. I've never been more excited about where we are, the things that we're pursuing. I've recently taken my newest position. It's the last job I'm going to ever have in my life. I am now the CEO of happiness. And I love my job. Job 1 as CEO of happiness. I have to explain to everybody in America and all around the world. Why do you spell happiness with a Y? That why is there to make us all mindful that it is you and your opportunity and your somebody's got to fan the flame. Somebody's got to fan the flame that folks to see that the latest opportunity still exists in this country, especially for folks like us. And I want to start a conversation. Amidst all this chaos in the last few years, maybe this is our opportunity to create a new vision of the American dream. A new vision just as bold as the vision of the founding fathers, appreciative of today's challenges, but clearly looking to the future. A new vision of the American dream where the focus is on empowerment, not entitlement. A new vision of the American dream that says what you do does not define who you are. A new vision of the American dream that says I will no longer confuse my net worth with my self-worth. A new vision of the American dream that says while things, stuff, and toys exist, they are not necessary in order for me to be happy. A new vision of the American dream. This is our opportunity. And there's just one last photo I've got to share with you that's very important. And it puts my whole life in perspective right now. It was taken right after a major speaking engagement down in Orlando, Florida. And every time she sees it, it fascinates my 6-year-old granddaughter. She says the same thing every time. Ooh, Papa, you know Mickey Mouse? All those other people don't mean nothing to her. You know, there's one last question I need to answer up here before I walk. And I have to say this, people ask me all over the world, and this is a fair question. Whatever happened to your ex? That's a fair question. Whatever happened to your ex? Who cares? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, sister. I thought you all were up here. Thank you, AIC, and Ryan. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Oh, my God. Hey, you know what? Really? When you get a chance, I mean, go to AARP, lifeyourmagic.org, and check out the site. We got some things there, some tools that all of us can use. And the beauty of it is, you can use them in any order that you choose. But know those tools are there, and I am so excited to be a part of this new initiative and what we're trying to do with this organization. And any chance I get to come back to Hawaii, I'm going to be right here with you. God bless. Thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you, God bless. Thank you, God. Little.